Hello and welcome to yet another Yap session about La Música de C-Line. Today, we are going to be talking about an underappreciated single, Liberated. And I say underappreciated because I didn't promote it as hard as my two other singles, Hot and Skirt. Just like I wrote Hot back in 2021, I also wrote Liberated back in 2021. And originally, it was just going to be about backing off the haters and rising above the criticism and feeling liberated. But then 2 years ago, when I began revising my music, I wanted to expand the first two verses because the original verses were kind of actually short. And I had more to say 2 years ago. And then I completely rewrote the third verse. I wanted to expand my concept with how I could also be kind to those who critique my lifestyle. Now, of course, it's not going to work for everybody in our lives because in terms of politics, it's a touchy subject and some people just want to stick to their guns. But in this case, when you begin organizing your life, becoming that bad bitch, and being more self-compassionate, but then you come across somebody who's critiquing your lifestyle and implying that you think you're better than others, it's probably because they're struggling through something short-term or long-term, but either one, it's really affecting them a lot, and they're subtly or subconsciously taking it out on you, you know? While it's good to ignore their opinions, you can also extend your hand to that person later in that particular time period. But like I kind of said, it does depend on the person. And when I was making these revisions in 2024, my friend and I had a talk at the thrift store, and she introduced me to the concept of a balcony friend. A balcony friend is essentially somebody who's organized in their life and they see somebody who's struggling with something and they're willing to extend a hand to that person who's struggling. And then I also incorporated the concepts of how to be a bitch and villain era. For how to be a bitch, I watched a video on YouTube a while back by the lifestyle influencer Tom Carr, and it was essentially about how to make tough, intense situations about that person instead of you, and not listening to opinions in bad faith. And it significantly changed my perspective on how to address tough situations, being autistic, ADHD, and OCD especially. And that's also basically how to be in your villain era. Like, obviously, you're not a villain, but sometimes you have to be the villain in other people's story just to protect yourself and stand by your values, like your good values. And the Liberated song says it best. I'm in my villain era, but I won't feed you poison. In fact, I got lack thereof. My thoughts do come in poisoned. I call them good witch apples. They're planted by my dad. They cost your comfortability. That's why they look so bad. I fucking cooked with that one. And another thing about Liberated is that the song was supposed to be 2 keys lower than the public version that I have out. It was in E minor and G major. But when I was recording the pre-chorus and trying to hit the lowest note on that whole song, I actually had a tough time consistently doing that and hearing myself try to hit that note when I was giving it a little test listen. So then I brought it up to, let's say, F sharp minor and A major, and I was able to sing the pre-chorus much easier. Unless I have something that comes to mind later and I want to make a part 2 on it. That is all I have on Liberated today. Let me know what you think of the song. And especially if you're a Spotify listener and you want to search for Liberated, the album cover will be pink and yellow, and I will be in a blue shirt and yellow skirt. And if you want to visit my artist profile, that will be me in a big bun and a red tank top with a gray and black umbrella with blue jeans and boots. So that's how you can find me on Spotify. under the name C.Line. Just plain C.Line. Let me know what you think of my music. Thank you for listening.